I'm going to give you some new stimulus updates that just came through, are really important, and you're going to want to hear this. A lot of them apply to Social Security, disability, and SSI, so stick through the whole thing. We're going to go right to the top today. So we're going straight to the Commissioner of Social Security to see what he has to say about all these benefits, about the free file program, about what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do. And on this episode, some of you are going to be surprised because many of you who are on disability or SSI do have to use the free file system. And I'm going to tell you who you are, what category you fall into. And then when I go through all of the statements that the commissioner gave, I'm going to just simplify it for you and let you know if you're this, and this, you don't have to file with the free file. If you're this, and this, you do, to make it simple for you. Also, it does look like a second stimulus package is going to be debated on coming down the line, and we're going to go through this again. If you want to be up to date on the second one and this continuing first stimulus package, please subscribe to the channel. I do my best to find the correct sources to keep you up to date on what you need to know. So I'd encourage you, please do that. Turn on the notifications. It would help out a lot as well. In addition, later this week, I'm going to do a couple of special episodes where I'm going to share with you the updates on the vaccines that they are creating for this pandemic. There's over 20 companies right now developing vaccines, all at different clinical stages, and I'm going to share with you an update about where they're at and what it looks like. In addition, I'm going to come out with another episode where I'm going to share with you the 5 major changes I believe is going to happen in the world due to this pandemic, and some of them are going to surprise you. So if that's something you might be interested in, go ahead and subscribe to the channel as well. But with that out of the way, I want to share with you the new updates you need to know about the stimulus package. And these are some updates you might need to share with somebody. If you know somebody who has disability or SSI or is a survivor, this is some important stuff. And if they don't do some of these things the way that's being listed, they could end up missing out on some of the money. So I'm going to go ahead and share that with you now. This first resource here, I'm going to leave you a link to this below. It's called New Guidance About COVID-19 Economic Impact Payments. This is from Andrew Saul, who is the commissioner of the Social Security Administration. So we are going right to the top guy for the information so we get the correct information. And this is what he said. People who receive Social Security retirement, survivors, or disability insurance benefits and who did not file a tax return for 2018 or 2019 and who have qualifying children under age 17 should now go to the IRS webpage to enter their income instead of waiting for their automatic $1,200 economic impact payment. That's important because now people who are Social Security disability, and survivor benefits should now use the free file system if they want to claim children under the age of 17. If they don't do that, they will not receive the $500 for those children because if they just wait, they don't file taxes, so they're not going to receive that money. The IRS has no idea that they have qualifying dependents. So if you are on Social Security disability, or a survivor, or you know anyone who takes care of a child under 17, then you must let them know that they need to go to the free file, the IRS free file site, and file there and list their dependents, or else they're not going to get the $500 for that. I will leave you the IRS portal below where they would go to do that. In addition, Andrew Saul, the commissioner, continued to say, by taking proactive steps to enter their information on the IRS website about them and their qualifying children, they will also receive the $500 per dependent child payment in addition to their $1,200 individual payment. The same new guidance also applies to SSI recipients, especially those who have qualifying children under age 17. To receive the full amount of economic impact payments you and your family are eligible for, go to the IRS non-filers and enter your information into the page and provide information about yourself and your qualifying children. So this is the same for SSI recipients as well. And there are many people who fall into this category who receive SSI. They have children under 17 who are qualifying dependents, but because they don't file taxes, the IRS knows nothing about that. Those individuals must go to the IRS free file page and file and list their dependents. If they don't, they are not going to receive the $500 for their children. Now, I understand the complexities of SSI and the reality that there's many individuals who are not receiving this information. And frankly, even if they did, it would be very difficult for them to file there anyway due to a lack of an account or some other situations that may occur. I understand that. I am not saying that this is perfect. I am not saying that the IRS is handling this correctly. All I'm trying to do is deliver you the information that we have to let you know if someone is getting disability, Social Security, or SSI, and they have qualifying children, and they don't go file at the IRS free file site, they are not going to receive the $500 for their children. They will, of course, receive their $1,200 in most situations, but they won't receive the $500. So if you or you know anyone that's in that situation, please share that with them. There's more, though, that's really important, so stick with me here. Additionally, any new beneficiaries since January 1st, 2020 of either Social Security or SSI benefits who did not file a tax return for 2018 or 2019 will also need to go to the IRS non-filers website to enter their information. This is important as well. If somebody just started receiving Social Security Disability or SSI after January 1st and they did not file in 2018 or 19, they also must go to the IRS free file page and file there as well. If they don't, the IRS does not have their information on hand. If they're Social Security or Disability, they never received an SSA 1099 form, and they will not get the economic impact payout. For SSI recipients who do not have qualifying children under age 17, we continue to work closely with the Treasury in our efforts to make these payments automatic. Please note that we will not consider economic impact payments as income for SSI recipients, and the payments are excluded from resources for 12 months. I hope some of this information is valuable because it does show that many of the individuals who a lot of people say don't need to file, in fact, actually do if they fall into those categories. And I'm going to list it out in a simple way for you in a moment so it becomes more clear who, in fact, they are. Now, if you are on SSI and you already filed through TurboTax, you're good. You're good to go. If you're on SSI and you filed through the IRS free file page, you're good to go. If you're on SSI and you were unable to file, but you don't have a qualifying child and you had SSI before January 1st, don't worry about it. The Treasury is working on making the payment automatic for you. So I hope that clears up a lot of the information for you guys. So who does not have to use the IRS free file tool? You don't have to use it if you already filed taxes in 2018 or 19. If you did that, you're done. You're good. Anyone who earns over $12,200 single or $24,400 married, do not use the free file tool. If you are a Social Security, a survivor, SSDI, and SSI who had their benefits from December 31st, 2019 and earlier, you do not have to use the free file tool. So if you've had your SSI benefits or your Social Security benefits before January 1st, and in 2019, 2018, 2017, and before, you don't have to file. You can just wait. SSDI and Social Security and survivors, they already get the 1099, so you're definitely good. SSI, the Treasury is working on making it an automatic payment to your Direct Express card, so you can just wait for them to figure that out if you would like. If you already filed, then you're good. So whether you filed or you didn't file, you're good in both situations. So you have nothing to worry about. You're going to get the payment. But obviously, some situations in SSI, you do need to file. So who should use the IRS file tool? Low-income earners who have not filed in 2018 and 2019, under $12,200 single or $24,400 married, you should use the free file tool. I will leave you, again, a link to that portal below. Veteran disability compensation, a pension or survivor benefits from the Department of Veteran Affairs. This is listed explicitly on their site that those individuals must use the free file tool. So if you fall into that category, you do have to use the free file. Those who receive Social Security, survivors, SSDI, SSI, and RRB who have child dependents under 17 and you have not already filed, you need to go use the IRS free file tool. If you don't, you will not receive the $500 for those children. So in that situation, you must use it. Social Security, SSDI, and SSI who started receiving benefits starting January 1st, 2020 or after, and you also have not yet filed, either 2018 or 2019. If you filed in 2018 or 19, then you're good. But if you haven't, then you need to use the free IRS filing tool. If you don't, you just started those benefits. They don't have your information on file readily to get you that payment. And that is coming directly from the commissioner of the Social Security information. All of this is coming directly from the top. So there is no guessing here. This is absolutely what they are saying. So I hope this is helpful for a lot of individuals and clears things up. A couple more things for you guys. This is a page from the IRS, which I'm going to leave with you. It is giving new releases and it updates all the time. So I will leave that resource there for you. If you want to wait for new releases and new updates, you could check in on that link and see if they're there. If new things come out, we will continue to share them with you anyway if you're subscribed to the channel. So you're going to see what happens and what comes out anyway. And then, as I said, I'm going to share with you who's going to start getting their payments. So in April, the people who have already filed their taxes are going to get their payments first. A lot of people are saying that they've already seen payments come in. Those were really advance payments sent out by banks. So that wasn't the initial payment by the federal government. A lot of banks just advanced the money to individuals, the $1,200 or whatever the amount was. The IRS officially depositing now into accounts is going to start this week. So between the 13th and the 17th, almost all people who filed a 2018 or 2019 form and get direct deposit will see their payments here. And then if you have SSA, SSDI, or RRB, and you got it before January 1st, you will see those payments between the 27th and the 1st. And if you filed 18 or 19 taxes and you get a check, you will see those payments also between the 27th and the 1st. So I hope a lot of this information helped a lot of people out. As always, I would encourage you guys, if you find the information valuable, consider subscribing to the channel. It would be great to have you come along with us. Really encouraging. I do respond as much as I can to the comments. Sometimes it's starting to get a little difficult now because there's so many comments, but I do find that I'll go on anyway and spend a good 30 minutes or an hour trying to find as many as I can and responding to as many as I can. So if you find that valuable as well, you can leave me a comment. I'll try to respond back with whatever I can to help you out in your situation. So as always, I hope you guys found everything here usable and helpful for you. I will catch you next time.